Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy oh god, what is it? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How are we all doing today? Aniki and also Blue Renikas. Thank you so much for becoming part guest. Thank you, thank you. How are we all doing today? Also, hi Lilac, how are we all doing today? Thank you for redeeming your park entrance. Thank you. But yes, how are we all doing today, everybody? So last night, right? So, I was checking. I was chatting with Kira last night, Lamina Kira, and basically what happened was that there was a big Pokemon leak that happened last night, and well, pretty much most, if not all, of the new megas were dropped last night. And honestly, I'm not that impressed. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not that impressed with them. Because I was telling Kira that, look, if Mega Feraligatr sucks, I'm not getting this game, right? I am not getting this game at all. Well, after the break we will go over it, but yes, basically it proved my fears to be true about Mega Feraligatr, and it's awful. It's really, really awful. So, unfortunately, I will not be getting this new game. Instead of playing Pokemon, I am going to be playing either Pal World or Digimon. And honestly, just to spite Pokemon, I might just go ahead and play Pal World. Just because I want to be spiteful towards Pokemon. Like, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. Also, hang on real quick. I forgot to hit live on Twitter. Hang on. There we go. Hang on for a split second while everything is on an ad break right now. So, let's see here. Oh, hang on, give me a second here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because I hit live without really setting up things on Twitter, because I thought Twitter would have just went ahead and did it automatically. So, also, welcome back everyone from Ad Break Baby Jail. For those who are in Ad Break Baby Jail, Blue Renikas and Aniki, thank you for becoming park guests. Thank you. Also, hi Lilac, thank you for redeeming park entrance. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Lilac. We're gonna have a very nice discussion about Pokemon today, because the new Pokemon leaks were dropped, and it's a pretty lengthy drop. Considering that now we also have leaks of the new gen, which is generation 10. I think it's just one per person. I'm not sure. I have to figure out why it doesn't work for you, Spinal. But yes, hi, how you doing, Spinal? Welcome in. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about the new Pokemon leaks that just dropped, because it is a pretty lengthy leak. And if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not that impressed. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm beyond not impressed with these leaks. If you were in Ad Break Baby Jail, I'll go over it again. But basically, I was talking to Lamina Kira last night, and essentially what it is that I told her that if Mega Feraligatr, because Feraligatr is my favorite Pokemon, and if Feraligatr was, like, if his Mega Evolution sucked, I'm not getting this game, because I was very much on the fence about these new Mega Evolutions I think probably since the start. Yeah, since like the start, I was very much on the fence about it. And then now we got confirmation of what Mega Feraligatr looks like. Yeah, I'm not getting this game. Fuck this game. I'm actually gonna... So on the day that this game is gonna drop, I'm just gonna play Power World. I'm being dead fucking honest with you guys. Dead fucking honest. I'm just gonna play Power World. Because, wow, these look bad. Like, these look like absolute shit. Like, because, like, I'm gonna be real. Things like with... So, they also showed off things for, like, Mega Starmie, Skarmory, Dragalge, oh god, what is it? It's from one of the newer ones. What is this? Phalanx. Phalanx. Mega Phalanx, Barbacle, Frostlass, Scraggy, Exadrill. I'm trying to look up some other ones. Drampa, Electros, Clefable, Scolipede. They just dropped all of this last night, basically. Or at least I discovered these last night. And some of them look okay. Some of them look fine. Like, Mega Clefable looks fine. I can't imagine a Mega Ferret. I would imagine it would be really cute, though. But honestly, I kind of want to just jump right into it. Just because these just look like, okay, I don't know who the hell thought these were a good idea. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know who the hell thought these designs were a good idea, but whoever was in charge of these designs needs to be fired. I'm being straight up honest, because I don't know who just looked at half of these designs and go, oh yeah, these look fine. Oh yeah, no, these are perfectly a-okay. Good for the masses. No, they look like absolute dog shit. Like, I'm gonna be flat out honest. They look like dog shit. Alright, so hang on. Let me close out some tabs. Let me grab the tabs that I need. Let me see here. Okay. Alrighty then. Because I do want to sit here and say... Oh, there we go. And I want to pull this up because I do want to put in my plugs before... everything. So I want to do this here real quick. So I gotta do my plugs. Because I do want to tell you guys that today's stream is sponsored by HobbyLink Japan. I am an affiliate with HobbyLink Japan. HobbyLink Japan is your #1 hobby store in the entire world for all of your anime, figure, and Gunpla needs. They ship all over the world, and the best thing about it is that it all comes straight from Japan. And if you use my chat command code !HLJ, it'll take you directly to the website. And also, the best thing about HobbyLink Japan is that if you do not want to ship your items right away, they do have a private warehouse a private warehouse feature where you can store up your items up until March of 2026, and then afterwards you have to pay a small fee in order for your items to stay there. But now they do offer DHL Express and now FedEx Express to ship now to places like the United States. Again, that is HobbyLink Japan, your #1 hobby store in the entire world for all of your anime, figure, and your Gunpla needs. Okay, so I got my plug out of the way. Okay, so I got my plug out of the way. Let me see here. Remember back when there was Togepi's hatching, honestly, and some was running out of ideas for the future. Well, Spino, that's the thing, is like, so, because I'm gonna be real, like, I think Pokemon started to run out of steam. I want to say probably Gen 5. Maybe Gen 5, I want to sit here and say, because, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like a crotchety old boomer and stuff like that and be like, oh, well, Gen 1 was always the best gen. They always had the best designs. No. Like, there's always been, like, a little nugget of laziness with Pokemon. Like, let's not beat around the bush here. Things like Voltorb, it's literally just a sentient Pokeball. But I also understand, like, the whole RPG kind of gimmick to it, because like it's a mimic, right? It's a mimic. So for me, I burned out at the end of Johto since that series wrapped up. Okay, so like Gen 3 is not bad. Gen 3 is good. I like Gen 3. Gen 3 is fine. Never played Gen 4. Gen 5, it was okay. I didn't quite care for the whole, like, it was set in like the United States, and it was considered a quote unquote soft reboot of the franchise. Yeah, it was considered like a soft reboot of the franchise, which I don't see it, but okay. And then there's things like Gen 6 with like X and Y, which X and Y was good. X and Y was actually pretty good, more or less. It was pretty good. But yeah, I feel like they kind of just dropped the ball probably towards Gen 5, and then it slowly started to deteriorate more and more towards like the games that are meant for the Switch. Because I have not played Scarlet Violet. I tried. I really, really tried to play Sword and Shield. I really wanted to get into Sword and Shield. I just couldn't. I just could not get into Sword and Shield. Hi, Ramna, how you doing? Which gen had where Ash had that terrible redesign? Oh, that was Sun and Moon. That is Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, I have gripes with Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, it has its nice, it has its moments. Also, I want to sit here and say that I'm also an affiliate with Waifu Wares. Use my code GRAWBROWN at checkout for 50% off. But yeah, so Sun and Moon was okay. The problem with Sun and Moon, I felt like in terms of the games, felt it was way too handholdy. I felt like that was a Pokemon game meant probably exclusively for babies. I mean, granted, Pokemon in general is a game that is meant for children. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, because of all these, no, it's just called fucking neckbeards in their basements want to turn a game meant for children into a competitive play where, oh, well, you got to get this Pokemon with these stats, and you gotta breed this Pokemon with this Pokemon of its species to get the right nature and blah, 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 blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. Sword and Shield has the worst overarching plot. Well, and the thing with Sword and Shield is that the plot didn't catch my attention. I think I was probably one of the few people that probably bought the game solely for the waifus. I'm gonna be straight dead up honest. I think I bought the game along with a bunch of other people around that time period solely because of waifus. And that was it. Because I couldn't tell you one good thing about that damn game. I got bored so quickly. I got bored of it so fast. And I did not finish the game. I did not finish. I refused to play Scarlet and Violet. From what I hear, it's a big glitchy, clanky mess of a game. Yes, I do know about that, Spino. Yes, I do know about that. Yeah, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was meant for not an older audience, but it was not meant for like little kids. Because there was a lot of stuff that were in the anime, hell, even in the manga, that were not meant for children. And then for kids wants to do dumb shit dumb for babies because they think anime is a cartoon, therefore it's instantly meant for children. Like, let's not beat around the bush here. But yeah, so I want to kind of go over a lot of these new mega evolutions with you guys. And then, honestly, I kind of want to watch some Gundam lore. Like, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I kind of want to watch some Gundam lore. Okay, so we'll start with this. Yeah, we'll start with this. So, we're going to start with this one. Because apparently, this is the shiny version of Mega Dragonite. Apparently, according to the leaks, this is the shiny version of Mega Dragonite. Now again, I have to use words like apparently or I think, because these are leaks. These are leaks. Just gonna sit here and say that these are leaks. So they could be accurate, they could not be accurate. I don't know. But honestly, if this is true, then yes, this looks a lot better. I kind of prefer Mega Dragonite in this color. So then we get to this. So this is apparently Floette. Mega Eternal Floette. We're starting off great, because this is apparently just Floette with I guess like an umbilical cord of some kind with a bigger flower. We're starting off pretty strong here. But then we get to Zygarde. This, I hate this. This looks awful. This, whatever this is shit. This is actual shit. Because this just looks like regular Zygarde. Like, what, 90% complete Zygarde, whatever the fuck complete Zygarde. It looks like Zygarde with a hammer. This looks like an attack form. No, from what I can tell, Ranma, this is a form. Like, this is a form. From what I've seen with, like, screenshots and everything, no, this is Mega Zygarde. Because we would see this moving if this was, like, an attack animation. No, this is the summoning animation for Mega Zygarde. This looks awful. This actually looks like shit. Because there's a screenshot of this too. There is like an actual, I think like an actual Pokedex image of this guy. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, no, that is Mega Zygarde. That is not an attack. That is just Mega Zygarde. It literally just looks like a corpse with a giant bonk hammer. Like one of those like giant like rubber mallets that you could get at the dollar store with a little squeaky hammer. That's what this looks like. It literally just looks like a digital mummy with a fucking sock'em bopper on his head. It looks like it better off as an attack that launches a giant. Yeah, no, you'd be right, but also that would also give Pokemon Company some actual credit, which they don't have any. Because this is lazy. Because what I want to see for a Mega Zygarde is, I don't know, like some kind of big giant dragon, or because that's what he's kind of, or something that's, you know, imposing and not just like, here's a giant sock'em bopper that you can get at the dollar store that we just glued onto his back. I don't know what's going on here. But maybe, I don't know, have like, you know, digitigrade, you know, dragon legs. Maybe this can be formed as a tail. Maybe these can be formed as like, I don't know, some kind of like giant body or wings. Just something other than just like, here's a big giant fucking hammer. Like, come on. But it gets worse. Well, we'll save this little chestnut for later. Don't you worry. We'll save this little chestnut for later. I got something for this one. I got something for that. Yeah, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll get to him later. Mega Drampa looks okay. Actually, wait, hang on. Hang on. I want to pull this over real quick because I want to see. Drampa. Here we go. So looking at it, if I were to just bring this over, let's see here. Hey, how's it going, Silver? Dang, Mega's Icar gonna smash the earth with that biscuit hammer. Oh no, honestly, yeah, kinda. Okay, I'm looking at Drampa and Mega Drampa. This just looks like Drampa, except he's just awake and he's just angry. That's it. I mean, granted, it's probably one of the bigger, like one of the better ones. I will say it's probably one of the better design looking ones that we've gotten in this drop. But that's not saying much. That's really not saying much. There better be some good Pokemon lore as to why Drampa looks like this, because I'm kind of not really buying it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. All right, so now we got Mega Exadrill. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that he just has these 3 giant drill bits, and the animation for this thing has it pop up as a giant drill. I mean, it's cool, but there's nothing else to him. Just increase the size of the drills and we're good. Yeah, it's essentially what it is. Like, maybe add some armor? I don't know, maybe add like I don't know, armor to make it look like he has like a safety vest? Dromogamon? Wait, what's Dromogamon? Let me see here. Digimon. Well, I know it's a Digimon. I know it's a Digimon. Mogamon. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Dromogamon. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But no, like, hear me out. Here's what what I would do for this design if I was given the opportunity to, yeah, I know what Drill Mogamon is. I just had to see what it looked like. Yeah. No, I know what it looks like. It's one of the OG Digimon. Yeah, I remember him. But so what I would do if this were me and I had to design this, I would make it to where it kind of looks like he has like a safety vest on. Maybe some goggles, because I love Gurren Lagann. I absolutely fucking love Gurren Lagann. Instead of just the big giant hands and the big giant head drill, make it to where it like has segmented armor on the arms to where they fold out into drills. And the same thing goes for here. Almost kind of like make him have like an armadillo kind of vibe to him. Instead of whatever the hell they got going on here. Yeah, instead of whatever the hell they got going on here, because this ain't it. I tried to watch Gurren Lagann, I just couldn't get into it. I like Yoko, but the series, I couldn't get into it. And that's fair. Like, for me, I personally love Gurren Lagann. I love things that are completely balls to the wall. Like, things like Gurren Lagann. I love the characters, and I do love the story. But I do know it's not for everybody. Def could have, they really could have, like not even like, if you didn't even want to go into the Gurren Lagann route, you could have done like something with like, you know, the sharp angular sunglasses, because that's very popular in anime. Yeah, and that's fair too. I like romance anime as well. So Phalanx over here. So Mega Phalanx over here is just what Phalanx, but they all just jump on each other to form a giant robot, basically. I'm fine with that. Yeah, Megazord. Yeah, because like I love Super Sentai. I love stuff like that. So I was at first first I was originally a little harsh on this little guy, but after kind of like looking at it all, I'm just like, you know, I could dig with it. You know, I could dig it. I don't think I'll ever use them, but like, yeah, no, I could dig it. I honestly think it's the best Mega I've seen so far. I hate it. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, it's very simple. It's very, very, very simple, but it works. It really does work with considering everything else. Now, I will say it's not my favorite Mega so far. Like, so I think so far my new favorite Mega out of this game alone. Let me see here. Would have to be, because they showed him off, Mega Greninja. I love Mega Greninja. Are they still doing? They are. Yes, they are. They are doing that with Raichu, which I was kind of disappointed because it's like you could have easily made a reference to Gorochu, because I really want Gorochu to be a thing. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah, helicopter. I really like it. And I really do like the dark navy blue that they went with Mega Greninja. Because if you don't know, historically, ninjas don't wear black. Yeah, ninjas don't wear black. They wear dark navy blue, almost purple, to blend into the shadows. Because at night, it's not black. It's a dark blue. In fact, if you wear black at night, you actually stand out. But my favorite little feature about Mega Greninja is the headpiece. It really kind of gives off Ryu Hayabusa vibes. And I love Ryu Hayabusa. So this right here, just love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. If I ever got this game, this would probably be my Mega. And that's sad. That is actually really fucking sad. Okay, so moving on to that, we now have this. Oh, this one. So, for those who don't know, this is Mega Skarmory. Like, this is Mega Skarmory. I hate this. I hate every single thing about this. And it's so lazy. It does kind of come off as a Zapdos ripoff. No, I don't think it's yellow because of Pikachu. I don't know why it's yellow. I mean, I can kind of see what they were going with because there's a type of bird. Let me see here real quick. Let me see your small bird. Big feet. The Jacana, yeah. So I can see that this could be a reference to the Jacana, which is a small bird in, I think, Africa that uses its ginormous feet to walk on like lily pads and stuff. But it doesn't make sense here. Like, why that? And there's really nothing that separates it from Skarmory outside of just it's yellow and black. It's got giant feet, extra plumage in the back, and a different tail. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Which I hate it so fucking much. This is, again, this is really, really lazy. It does have toes, yes. It's really lazy, and it's a good example of modern Pokemon where it's just a lazy design. There's no thought or effort that went into it. They're just gonna shit out the slop, and they expect you to eat up the slop. Which, sadly, people are gonna eat this slop. You may say no, but like, watch. People will. People will. It's Pokemon. It's the brand name alone. And once people hear a new Pokemon game, they're gonna clap like a little bunch of seals and act like a bunch of, you know, lobotomized chimps and do cartwheels all the way over to the next GameStop to buy it. So, next one on our list is Mega Barbacle. This one, okay, not a big fan of Barbacle as a Pokemon, right? But Mega Barbacle, okay, this is good. This is actually pretty decent. This is what I like to see in a Mega evolution. Like, the whole point of a Mega is to kind of make the design look kind of cool. You know, like a different variant of that Pokemon. Like, traits of it, but amped up. Did someone say Pokemon? They should charge more for these games. $100 is actually cheap if you want to think about it. No, exactly. No, exactly. They're going to charge you $100 for these games, and it's going to be shit, but because it's a name brand game, it's a AAA title game from a quadruple A company, whatever, they're going to bark like a bunch of seals and then march all the way up to the nearest GameStop with it. But this one, it looks like they took their time. Like, this one, they actually look like they took their time in making. This actually looks pretty good. This actually looks really good. I actually like this one. All right, Mega Chandelure. I'm kind of torn on this one. I am kind of torn on this one, chat. Is it different than usual? What, Mega Chandelure? With this one, it's just Chandelure, but it's on a base, and it's got a crown. That's it. Yeah, it is. It's literally just like a regular Chandelure, but it's on like another chandelier. It's on a chandelier base, and it has a crown. That's the only difference. Now, the thing with Chandelure, with Mega Chandelure, I both like it and I don't like it. I don't like it because it doesn't look that great, but at the same time, I also like it because it looks like this. I'm kind of torn. You know what I mean? Like, it looks good, but also they could have done something with it. But I'm also like, well, it's a chandelier. That's like the done sparse, but what, that it looks like ass, but yet you also kind of like it at the same time. Well, this one, like, okay, it looks cool. They could have done something a little bit different, but also it's a chandelier. There's really not a whole lot you could do with a chandelier. Yeah, at least they didn't mangle it. Yeah, at least this one, they at least understood the assignment and just kind of rolled with it. Like, that's the shiny variant, and that looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Mega Pyroar. It's just Pyroar, but the mane for the lion is in the shape of the kanji for fire. Because, get it? It's a fire lion. Ha ha ha. It's so creative. It's so fucking creative. It's a fire lion. With the... I swear they think you're so stupid. They think you're so stupid that they have to just write it out in the design like, ah, yes, it's a lion that shoots fire. Get it? Because the kanji on its main is the kanji for fire. It's literally in the fucking replies. Just... Oh, God, this is awful. Can Mega Evolutions be good, please? I know I complained about Dragonite, but at least they tried. Like, okay, with Mega Dragonite, I actually like Mega Dragonite. I think Mega Dragonite looks good. I think it looks good. It's supposed to be a cute, friendly dragon. Like, it's like they understood the assignment and they actually made something that reflects it. He's a cute, like, he's a cute, cuddly, friendly dragon. He's not supposed to look like a badass. Alright, so we're going to get to this one because I think they showed... I want to see if they found a... Oh, yeah, here we go. Mega Frostlass. This looks really good. I'm still upset because yellow version Dragonite was not cuddly. Wait, what did the sprite look like for it in Pokemon Yellow? Let me see here. Pokemon Yellow Dragonite. Let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah, he looks fine in Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, he looks fine. Now, in Pokemon Green, that's a whole nother story. Yeah, in Pokemon Green, yeah, he looks a little not friendly, but he looks a little doofy more than anything. But no, Mega Frostlass. Oh, they cooked with this one. Oh, they cooked. Oh, did they cook with this one? So, for those who are not in the know of like what Mega Frostlass is based off, so Mega Frostlass is based off of what is known as a Yuki-onna in Japanese mythology. So what they are is that they're a type of yokai where they find attractive men. And if they find a man that they like, they bring them back to either their cave or they try to get into your house. And basically what they'll do is that they'll have sex with you. And then after they have sex with you, they will freeze you to death. Or they'll just outright freeze you to death. And there was if I remember correctly, there was a legend of a woodcutter. There was the legend of the woodcutter and a Yuki-onna, where he let in this gorgeous woman in from the cold. And it turned out that the woman was a Yuki-onna. And if I remember correctly, if I remember my lore correctly about this, it had to do, so basically the Yuki-onna struck a deal. If I remember correctly, she struck a deal with him. I think it was like she would melt away if I think it's if he told their child a story about how they met, or she would leave, and if he were to marry another woman, she would turn into icicles and kill him. It was something like that. I'd have to look that up again. But basically, it's based off of Yuki-onna. And here it's a more literal interpretation of a Yuki-onna. And honestly, it looks really, really good. I think that's probably one of the better ones. So then we now have Mega Clefable. So Mega Clefable. This one looks good. I don't like the big doofy ass head, like hat thing that it's got going on, but outside of that, I like it. Clefable already had like a kind of a friendly, simplistic design to begin with. But here, they just kind of turn it into a big fairy. And honestly, I'm all here for that, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So, not bad. So then we get to Mega Scraggy. I thought this was a bad pose with the head thrown back. I thought the palm was the head, was the nose. Hold up. I don't see that, but I mean, like, if that's what you see, like that more power to you. But for me, I don't see that, mainly just because you can see the eyes, you can see the mouth. But I mean, like, if that's what you see, then yeah, that's fine. Now you're probably right. It took me. No, like you're fine. You're fine. So then we get Mega Scraggy, or I'm sorry, Scrafty. I really like this. I really, really do like this design. Oh, here we go. Like, okay. Come on, that's... Okay, you gotta admit, that's kind of cool. The fact that this man just has his hands in his pockets and just looks like he just does not give a single ounce of a shit. I love Mega Scrafty. I think that's a really cool concept. It really just like... Yeah, Gangster's Paradise vibes. I could definitely see that. Like, it really does give off the more of, like, the street punk attitude. Because, again, like, with some of these designs, it's like, it's already simplistic as is. There's really not much you could do. But with what they did here, oh, this is fine. Oh, I'm down for this. This is okay. I like this. Mega Delphox, they've announced this before, but with Mega Delphox, I like it. It's not bad. I don't really care too much for Delphox. It's still really fucking weird that it has hair coming out of its ears like that. I don't like that. But here, this isn't bad. This is not bad at all. That's really cool. Predicting lots of TikToks of Mega Scraggly walking in gangsters. Oh, you absolutely know it. Oh, you absolutely know it. Like that's fine. Like that one's okay. Again, we'll get to him. We'll get to him. Don't you worry your precious little head, chat. We'll get to that one. So this one, Mega Embor. I really like Mega Embor. This looks really good. What this basically is that it's a more literal interpretation of what it's based off of, which is the pig demon from Journey to the West. Yeah, kind of. I could see that. Still not a fan of a pig as a fire type, but this is... I can see the pig type being like, okay, pig as a fire type Pokemon, I can kind of see that. Especially if you could do it right. Especially when you can do it right, you can do it really, really cool. Like a razorback boar and having like fire coming down its back. Oh yeah, no, that's really cool. But like with Embor, I can see what they were going with. I do see what they were going with here. Honestly, same here. I can see that being a ground type too. But with Embor, what is he based off of? Hang on, let me see here. Let me see here. What is his name? Big Demon. Journey to the West. What is his name? Let me see here. So his name is Jubei or Pigsy or Ju. Oh god, I'm gonna butcher this. Pig Demon from Journey to the West, also known as Jubaji or Pigsy or Zhu Wungying, is a celestial general banished for his lust and gluttony. So he's from, so he's based off of Journey to the West, which is really cool because now I kind of want, Infernape, that's what it is, Infernape. I kind of want to see Infernape get a Mega Evolution, so that way we kind of have a Journey to the West gang, because, if you don't know, Infernape is based off of Sun Wukong, which is also what, funny enough, Goku's based off of. And Embor is also based off of a pig demon that I just previously mentioned. And so is Oolong from Dragon Ball. See, isn't most barbecue meat pork? It can be. It can be. Or it could be like a beef substitute. Yeah, Razorback Pig may be a steel type. I can see that, but honestly, I can see that being a fire type just because of the fiery, like, wispy, like, hair on their backs. Like, you could have, like, a fire steel type and have, like, a metal, like, boar that shoots fire. That sounds fucking rad. But no, I like what they did here. I really do like this. So I think they did a pretty good job. Mega Dragalge. I think this one's not bad. It's okay. I think it's just Dragalge, but with like a wispier headdress. But for what we have, it's okay. It's a literal interpretation of the leafy sea dragon, which is a type of seahorse that is found off the coast of Australia. Yeah, sea dragon, yes. Yeah, so this is based off of the leafy sea dragon. And honestly, it's okay. It's not bad. Not my pick for a mega, but I can dig it. So here we have a better shot of Mega Drampa. I'll say it like I said before. It's okay. It's okay. That's a lot of the consensus with these new megas. I will say it's either okay or I flat out hate it. Like, there's not one that I will sit there and say I fucking love outside of like maybe like Mega Embor. Because I'm saving the ones that I hate the most for last. Because they make me fume like a motherfucker. So, Mega Scolipede. Alright, chat, what do you guys think about Mega Scolipede? Hey, what do you guys think about it? And I want you to know, this is the shiny version. This is a shiny. This is not what default, you know, vanilla Mega Scolipede looks like. But I want to know, I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think about Mega Scolipede? Honestly, like it, same here. Honestly, same. I like it. I like that it's almost looks kind of like an iron, or not an iron, but like an armored horse. Which already Scolipede's a fucking bonkers design. It's a centipede mixed with like a horse. So the fact that we have like this almost like an armored horse centipede Pokemon is interesting. And I really do actually kind of like it. And this is coming from someone who doesn't use Scolipede. But yeah, I think honestly this works. So now we have Mega Electros. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. The legs by the head give me Mega Centipede. Same here. It gives me Arthroplura vibes, which is the giant centipede. Or I should say millipede. Millipede. But yeah, so now we have Mega Electros. And I really like this one. I don't know why, but I really like Mega Electros' design. Down periscope, I can see that. I think it's kind of interesting that he forms like two other like what looks like two other like Electroses, or like two other what was his previous evolve form? It's not Dynamo. It's not Dynamo, it's something else. Hang on, let me see here. Electric. Yeah, electric. Yeah. So it looks like he has like two electrics on his arms. And he's just like covered in either like mucus or foam. I want to say it's mucus because it also kind of leans more into like things like the hagfish. Because Electros is just like a giant like amalgamation of things like electric eels, hagfish, lampreys. So he's just like a big giant like combination of all of those. And here it works. Like it genuinely works, especially that shiny, because this is the shiny, especially like with the green and the yellow. Really, really nice. So really, really good. So now we're gonna move on to Mega Chestnut. Now, this one, I think, actually, out of all of the Megas that have been announced, I think this actually might be my favorite. I know I said that Mega Greninja was my favorite. No, this one is. Yeah, it is a Knight, yes. Because that is, like, the whole theme of the Kalos starters, is that they're all based off of RPG type. So we have, like, Chestnut, which is, like, the Paladin. You have Delphox, which is the spellcaster, Greninja, which is like the rogue / assassin class. And here, I really love the fact that they turn like what is basically like a Glyptodon or a Doedicurus into a paladin. That's a really cool concept. And then they added even further with like a crown and like this big furry cape behind him. I also just want to think that that's just even more of like keratin armor, like a pangolin, just because why not? But I know it's fur. Like I think it's just fur, but like I want to think it's keratin scales like a pangolin, just to, you know, nailing the fact that he's just a walking dreadnought. And then there's Shiny Mega Greninja. Which also looks really, really, really good. Okay. So. We're gonna get into the ones that I really, 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 really cannot stand. I'm going, you know what, actually, you know what, I'm going to leave this here real quick. I'm going to get up, I'm going to get something to drink real quick, and I'm going to rip this thing a new one, so give me a second here, guys.
Raid incoming! Raid incoming! Raid incoming!
We have a new guest in the park. Please enjoy your stay.
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going, everyone? I'm Grarl. I'm a T-Rex VTuber. Also, hang on, let me see here. Who raided me? Hang on for a split second here, guys. Let me see here. Oh, God. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, I had to go get something to drink real quick. Hang on, give me a second here. Mog, thank you so much for raiding. Thank you, thank you. Hang on, let me give you a shout out real quick. Yeah, welcome in. I am talking about Pokemon.
Enjoy your stay.
Because the new drops came out. And hang on, let me give a... But yes, welcome in everyone. Also, hang on for a split second here. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with everything because I had to run out and grab something real quick. Let me see here. Also... Ace PC, thank you for becoming a part guest. Thank you, because I don't think my mods are here at the moment. Sad Homeless Man, thank you for becoming a part guest. Thank you. And also, Cheerly, thank you for raiding. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Was it a double raid? How was your guys' stream, by the way? But yes, welcome in everyone. I am Grarl. I am a T-Rex VTuber. I am a variety streamer. I like to yap about things like Warhammer 40k, Zoids, Kamen Rider, Godzilla, all that good stuff. See, we were playing Forewarned. That is a game I have heard of, but I've never really like sat down and played myself. Wait, hang on. Let me actually see here, because I think is it like the? Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've heard of that. Yeah. The Egyptian version of Phasmophobia. Yeah. I've been wanting to play that with some friends. I need to actually like get around to actually playing that, because I do have a birthday event that's coming up here in a couple of weeks at the end of the month, and I might add that to my list of games. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, welcome in everyone. I am Gryle Brown. I'm a T-Rex VTuber. I'm a variety streamer. And right now I'm about to tear into these Mega Evolutions because... oh boy, here we go. So, we now have Mega Meganium. I hate this thing. I hate that it's so fucking lazy. It's so uninspiring. The lore about this thing is really cool. This Pokemon can fire a tremendously powerful solar beam from its 4 flowers. Another name for this Mega is Soul Cannon. Okay. This thing is so fucking unoriginal for the fact that it's literally just Meganium, except it's got 4 flowers on it. The antennas are curly, and it's got fucking bell bottoms. So, what's different? Why does this... You could have done so many things, especially since it's a fairy type. You could have gone with something like an Amargasaurus that has like... Because I get it, we had like Auroras. I get it, which is an Amargasaurus Pokemon. But you could have done something better with it. You could have done with, I don't know. Give it like fairy wings. Give it like something. That says that it's a fairy type outside of just a bunch of fucking flowers on its neck, like a goddamn feathered boa, and fucking apple bottom jeans over here with the goddamn bell bottoms. Holy shit. Like, I don't know, have like, a nice, tapering sail on its back. I don't know, give it fairy wings or something. Turn into a fairy dragon. That would look really cool with this thing. There's so much you could do with a plant-type sauropod. Like, something other than this. Not even that. No, because like it's a fairy type. It's supposed to be, fey and pretty and dainty and cute. Just something other than that, please, for the love of all that is holy. And then we get to... my favorite Pokemon. Feraligatr. We have now waited. We've now waited for almost a decade, right? For Mega Evolutions. And there's so much cool shit you could do with a crocodile with armor. Just Jotamate. Jotamate. I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you the amount of things that people have done for Mega Feraligatr. Right? Okay. So, Mega Feraligatr. Right? Mega Feraligatr. Why couldn't we gone with something like this? This right here looks sick as hell. This is what I think of when I think of Mega Feraligatr. This, amplifying a already pretty cool design. A really cool design. Right here. This right here. Or hell, go with this. Also, amping up a really cool design because Feraligatr is a brawler. Hell, I would even settle with that. Because at least that's cool. That at least has a little bit of a cool factor to it. But no. Or hell, shit, you know what? If you all... Hang on. I'm going to do this too. I'm trying really hard not to crash out over this. But my God, is it hard, chat. Because again, this is my favorite Pokemon. This was like my childhood Pokemon, right? Like, yes, some people had like things like, oh, I don't know, like Charizard. Some people had like, I don't know, like Pikachu. No, Feraligatr was my childhood Pokemon. Have you seen the mouth open? Yes. I have seen what this thing looks like with the mouth open. And right now, I'm trying really fucking hard to not crash out over this. But it's also very hard not to, because the shit you could do with Mega Feraligatr sounds fucking cool. Hell, you could literally borrow things from something like this. Go full balls to the wall crazy. You could go with like, oh, I don't know, Capital fucking Sucus over here with this gnarly ass fucking like, you know, dental work over here. You know, you could do that. You could do this. You could, you know, I don't know, have an armored Capital Sucus. You know, just fucking something other than it cosplaying its goddamn pre-evolution form. If you wanted to do that, then just make a mega fucking Totodile instead of just spending nearly 10 years hyping up Mega Evolutions just for it to cosplay as motherfucking Totodile. This is so goddamn lazy. This is so goddamn lazy, it fucking hurts. Because I sat there and I told my friends about this. I told my friends about this. That look, I don't give a shit about the other Mega Evolutions, right? I don't give a flying absolute fuckery do about these Mega Evolutions. If Mega Feraligatr looks like straight up ass, if it looks like straight up ass, I'm not getting this game. Well, it looks like straight up fucking butt. Because they did literally nothing to its design. They did absolutely nothing except, oh, my bad. They gave it, they turned its fucking armor into fucking spikes. Oh, and then it allows it to cosplay. Wow. Thanks, Nintendo. Yes, I want here's $80 for this fucking game. Thank you. It's gonna run like absolute goddamn poop. Everything looks like shit, but my god, can my, now finally, my Feraligatr can cosplay as fucking Totodile. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you. They've been doing a lot of, oh, what if it looked like the previous guy for the new Megas for some reason. It's not even that it's not even that it's not even the fact that, you know, oh, what if it looked like this? No, because some of these Megas, right? Some of these Megas don't look like that. Some of these Mega Evolutions don't look like that. It's just this one. They should do that for Baxcalibur. But they did. They did do that with Baxcalibur. They made him look like Godzilla. Hell, I want a fucking Mega Crocodile. Please give us Mega Crocodile. Make him look like a Spinosaurus. Make him look like something. At least make him look like you give a flying shit, Nintendo. At least make him look like you care. Because you don't fucking care. Now we get on to... Now we get on to this. This is Mega Starmie. This is Mega Starmie. This is not a mod. This is an official... This is an official design. This is an official design made by a multi-billion-dollar company. You could have done, you know what? Actually, hang on. I'm gonna look at this again. I'm gonna see what fans did for this. Mega Starmie. Chat. I want you to look at this. I want you to see what fans made, as opposed to what Nintendo have made. Right? I want you to take a look at this, right? I want you to take a look at this. I want you all to take a good, solid look at what fans have made over this. What a fan made? What Nintendo made? What a fan made? What Nintendo made? What a fan fucking made? What Nintendo made? I'm gonna keep going because I want to nail this into your skulls. How fucking stupid and lazy this is. What a fan made? What a fan made? What Nintendo made? A fan made this on their spare time for fucking nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. It's an adoptable for $30. Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry. But again, what a fan made in their own free fucking time because they wanted to or was paid to do it. A multi-billion-dollar gaming company. This right here is what I say is the problem with modern Pokemon. It's why I don't play these games anymore. This is why I don't play these games anymore. It's because of how sheer fucking laziness this is. It's just Starmie, except he looks like fucking Patrick from SpongeBob. Oh, someone did it already. And the sad thing is that Nintendo expects you to look at this and go, oh, yes, please. Yes, please. I want to buy this game. Here's $80 fucking dollars. Right? Here is fucking $80. Please buy our fucking broken glitchy ass game with designs that a fucking lobotomized 2-year-old can make after huffing up enough glue. Like, holy shit, this is why Digimon's kicking your ass, Nintendo. This is why Pal World is kicking your ass. This is why Digimon is a lot better than Pokemon. This is why Pal World is a lot better than Pokemon. Like, holy absolute shit, this is bad. This is lazy. This is so fucking lazy. We have waited since what? 2000. Wait, hang on. Hang on. What year did Pokemon X and Y come out? Since 2013. We have been wanting Mega Evolutions since 2013. Right? Or wait, no, hang on. I take the back. Did Pokemon... Before I get this wrong. Omega Ruby come out. 2014. We've been waiting for Megas. We've been waiting for new fucking Megas. We've been clamoring for new Megas since 2014. Yes, Lilac. This right here. This right here is a Mega. This is an official Mega Evolution. We've been now waiting for almost nearly, if not over 10 years. 10 whole fucking years for Mega Evolutions to come out again. And this right here is the slop you give us. This is beyond unacceptable. Like, for a multi-billion-dollar company to hype shit up like this and then just to shit stuff out like this. I mean, yes, this is cool. That's mid. But this is bad. Like, this is bad. Like, let's not beat around the bush. This is baller as shit, okay? When you can actually get your head out of your asses, Nintendo, you can make some baller ass shit. Like, you really can. Like, there are a lot of really... It's like I told my friend Hollow, right? It's like I told my friend Hollow. This is almost like the exact opposite of Pokemon X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where they made some pretty baller fucking designs like this. And then you had like a few Mega Evolutions that were complete fucking ass. Right? It was like Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. You had like where it was like, oh man, which ones do you not like? Which ones do you not like? Because a lot of them were really good designs. Mega Aerodactyl, fucking baller. Mega, oh god, let me see here. Mega Charizard X, fucking baller. Mega Charizard Y, fucking cool. Mega Mewtwo X, pretty cool. Mega Mewtwo Y, pretty cool. Mega Sharpedo, fucking baller. Mega Gyarados, fucking peak. Mega Gengar, fucking peak. Mega Sceptile, Mega Aggron. I can go on. All of them are really good designs. It's kind of hard to pick only one Mega per team because a lot of them were really cool designs. But in this game alone, it's like, oh, which one do you like? Because a lot of these are complete ass. Like, Mega Victory Bell. Ass. Mega Malamar. Ass. Mega. We're not even going to talk about this pile of shit. We're not going to talk about this. This right here is the poster child of modern Pokemon. This right here is your poster child. Fucking Mega Meganium. Ass. Mega Feraligatr. Ass. Mega Drampa. Lazy. Mega Chandelure. Debatable. Mega Scolipede. Okay, that's not bad. Mega Scrafty. Okay, that's not bad. Mega Phalanx. Okay, that's not bad. Mega Dragology. It's okay. Mega Pyroar. That's lazy. Mega Skarmory. That's fucking lazy. Mega Zygarde. That's fucking lazy. Mega Excadrill. Fucking lazy. Out of all of these designs, only a handful of these I'm like, oh, that's cool. There's only been like a few where I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I'm kind of lightly hyped for this. Like Mega Dragonite. I was kind of hyped for it. Mega Hawlucha. It's grown on me. Mega goddamn Chestnut is fucking baller. Fucking Delphox is baller. Fucking Greninja's fucking peak. Why weren't these in the original games? And apparently there's gonna be more. Apparently there's more of these things. Because apparently there's somewhere over here that showed a whole list of mega stones. Oh, sweet Jesus, I'm terrified to know what they look like. If this is your offering, I'm fucking scared. I'm so excited. Not really. I'm so fucking paranoid about what kind of like unoriginal slop all of this is gonna look like. Because apparently there's more. There's more than this. Apparently there's more than this. Oh, I completely forgot because Nintendo likes to forget about it too. But Mega Raichu. I don't like Mega Raichu. I do not like Mega Raichu. Okay, Mega Raichu is in the same category as just being unoriginal and lazy. You know what they could have done for Mega Raichu? I'm gonna show you, chat. I'm gonna show you what they could have done. Actually, no, wait, hang on. I take it back. I'm gonna show you, chat. I'm gonna show you. This is what you could have done with Mega Raichu. This right here. This is what you could have done with Mega Raichu. You could have given us Gorochu. This is an opportunity gift wrapped itself for you. And what do you do with it? You shit on it. You shit on it. You fucking shit on it. You took a big old fucking electric dump on it. This right here would have been a really cool little nod to Gorochu. Like, I would have much rather prefer Gorochu than this. Or this. What do you, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm serious. No, I'm dead serious. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think, chat? Like, what do you think about it? I mean, like, do you guys prefer this and this, or do you prefer Gorochu? Like this. Honestly, would have preferred the. See, I would have preferred the twin tails from the other image, but only they kept the Pikachu tail. I mean, okay, that's fair. That's fair. But for me, I would have rather see Gorochu. This right here, you could have just called this. You could have just called this, like, you Mega Raichu. But also, out of all the other Pokemon to give a Mega Evolution X and Y, why Raichu? Why Raichu? I mean, shit, you already made, like, this thing. Not this thing. But you made this into its pre-evolution. Why not just go all the way? Why not just go all the way, Nintendo, and just make a Mega Pikachu? You've already got a Gigantamax Pikachu. Why not a fucking Mega Pikachu? Why not, Nintendo? Why the fuck not? It's just like, sorry, I'm like crashing the ever-loving fuck out. It's just, I'm tired of Pokemon, and I'm tired of Nintendo's bullshit. Right? I'm tired of their laziness. They want to spend all their time and all their energy, right? They want to spend all their time and all of their energy focusing on trying to make bullshit patents and bullshit lawsuits for things like Power World, that they lose track of, like, you know, making something cool for fans. Instead of they literally will just vomit stuff out, throw a Pokeball on it, and say you're gonna eat this. You are going to eat this. You're gonna eat the slop. And guess what? They're right. They're fucking right. They're going to. And the sad thing about it all, is that it's going to be like it's going to be like Scarlet and Violet, where it's going to be glitched out the ass, right? Because Scarlet and Violet, when it was first launched, and I think probably like still nowadays, I don't know, never played Scarlet and Violet, don't want to, because I'm tired of Pokemon just being unoriginal and being completely lazy and complacent about where they're at, not trying to innovate or come up with any cool ideas. I mean, for fuck's sake, the 1000th Pokemon, they could have done something with it. They could have done something. But no, they turn it into the fucking Applejacks mascot and turn it gold. Like, whenever I see the fucking one, let me just show you, chat. Let me just show you. Because if you have not played fucking Scarlet and Violet, this is the Pokemon that I'm talking about here. This is called Goldingo. I don't see a Pokemon. I just think of just like, here I come, I'm fucking Cinnamon. Yeah, no, all I'm thinking about whenever I see this fucking horse shit, all I'm thinking about is like, oh, here I come, I am Cinnamon in a fucking really, really fake-ass Jamaican accent. That's what I see when I see this Pokemon. I don't see care. They just shit something out and be like, oh, they're just gonna buy it anyways. Yes, they did, Lilac. Yes, they did. Reminds me of spring cheese. It kind of does, yes. Just, oh my god, holy absolute shit. Like, I'm sorry that I've like blew my fucking gourd. It's just, when I saw this, I just could not but think to myself just like how absolutely pissed off I am at fucking Pokemon. At the fucking Pokemon company. Because like, you could have done so many good things. You could have done with so many cool designs. I could give you a fucking list. I could literally, if I knew how to draw, I could draw you. I could fucking draw you better designs. Just give me a giant bottle of fucking, just give me like a giant bottle of whiskey and lock me in a fucking room for an hour, and I could draw you some fucking better designs with my goddamn butt cheeks. I could draw you better designs for Pokemon with my fucking butt cheeks. Just give me a good old bottle of fucking, I can't even speak because I'm so fucking, like, tossed over. Just give me a bottle of Maker's Mark whiskey and throw me in a fucking room for an hour. Like, holy shit. God, I feel good after that. God, I feel so good after that. Holy shit. But yeah, apparently, according to another list that I saw, we're not even done. Apparently, there's going to be even more. Oh, joy. I cannot wait for more unoriginal Mega Evolutions. Oh, fucking joy. Because according to this list that I see here on Reddit, again, this is Reddit, so knock on wood. But no, according to Reddit, that apparently we're going to get a Mega Darkrai and a Mega Heatran. Also a Zerora. Oh no. I'm so... I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, actually. Oh, and also, apparently Mega Feraligatr is going to be Water Dragon. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. But then again, that also means that out of the trio of these starters, apparently out of the trio of the starter Pokemon, Mega Meganium is going to be the most OP of the group because it's fairy type. Fairies are strong against dragon, but they're also strong against fucking fighting. How's that work out for you? Oh, well, it's grass type, but so what? That means now Mega Feraligatr is twice as weak to Meganium now because it's water and dragon. Meganium is now grass and fucking fairy. Why not make Feraligatr, I don't know, steel type, ice type, something type that goes against fairy type? Why? Why? It makes no sense. It makes 0 sense as to why. Holy absolute shit. Thank you for the 50 biddies. Oh my god. Ha. Try to lighten up the mood for this Udra. Allow me to... Ha. It's cute. I will give you that. That was cute. But just... wow, this game is gonna suck. Holy shit. This game is gonna suck. And like I said, chat, when this game launches, I'm going to play fucking Pal World. Just to spite Pokemon. I'm gonna play fucking Pal World. When does this game come out again? Or did it already drop? Did this game already drop? Pokemon Legends Z-A. Did this game already drop? Tomorrow? What am I playing tomorrow? Monster Hunter. Change your schedule, everybody. We're going to play Pal World tomorrow. Just to spite Pokemon. Just to spite them, I'm playing Pal World. I don't care if my fucking computer can, will, you know, chonk the hell out if I play that damn game. I don't fucking care. I'm going to do this just to spite Pokemon because, God, do I hate this fucking company. Holy actual ass shit do I hate this company. Okay. Okay, chat. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Okay. So. After all of that. I want to show you guys some. Whew. Oh no. I need that. I need to breathe for a little bit because yeah. And normally I don't crash out on stream. Normally I don't. I think this is probably like my second crash out. No, I think this actually might be my first. I think this actually might be my first crash out on stream. As far as I'm aware of. Veterans who are in the chat who have been with me for the longest time. What would you guys think? Is this my first ever crash out on stream? And I wouldn't be so angry. Chat. I'm right on time. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so, hi, Dubs. You missed it. You missed me crashing the fuck out. You missed me crashing out. I went over the new megas in the new Pokemon game. And I... Oh, did I crash out? I lost my shit. I actually, like, completely lost my mind. I'm not even gonna be on. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I completely lost my mind because. Oh. Boy. Did that feel good? Okay, so. I think a good thing that, you know, honestly, let's talk about Transformers for a bit. Shall we? Let's talk about Transformers for a bit. While I calm down. Also, let me give you a shout out, Dubs. Go follow my friend Dubs. Really great guy. Also, fellow veteran. But yes, go check out Dubs. Really great guy. Go follow him. Okay. So, let's talk about Transformers for a bit. So TFW 2005 has announced this little guy. So, what this is that this is part of their Dinobot line. So, this is this is coming from a company called Kang Toys. Let's see here. I feel like more like Digimon over Pokemon now. Oh no, same here. Oh no, absolutely same here. Oh no, absolutely same here. Next week I will be getting the new Digimon game, and I'm gonna love it. Oh, I'm gonna love it. But yeah, so this is part of... So this is Kang Toys' Sludge. So what this is that this is a third-party Dinobot. So this is part of their combiner team that I've been collecting over the past couple of years or so. So this is in the scale of what they call Chug. So Chug is a catch-all abbreviation of things like Classic, Henkei, Universe Generation, all that kind of good stuff. So this is a lot smaller than the Dinobots I have been collecting. So I've been collecting their masterpiece scale, so the big boys. But this one, because it's also from Kang Toys, this offers the same amount of articulation and also and detail as the bigger ones. It's just on a smaller scale if you don't have the room for it, which I totally understand. The Dinobots that I have right now, the combiner is going to be big. And so this one transforms into a Brachiosaurus. And it looks like this one comes with Snarl's sword. So Snarl was their Stegosaurus combiner limb. And it came with these swords. So this is going to be the tip of what I'm assuming is going to be a spear or a sword for their Volcanicus. So it also looks like there's going to be a few. Oh wait, no, here we go. So these are going to be the Dinobots. So what they have right now. So we have Swoop, Snarl. I'm sorry, Snarl's right here, and then we have Sludge. So in terms of the Dinobots, it's a Brachiosaurus. No, it's a Brachiosaurus. That's what they said. But yeah, so basically, what's left now is, so right now all they have left, at least for the bigger boys, they need Scorn, which is their Spinosaurus, and then, Grimlock, which is of course their T-Rex. Yeah, it's a Brachiosaur. And so Sludge here will turn into a foot. Now, the other thing with Kang Toys is what they did with their Predaking, is that they're going to release the limbs, but they're also going to sneak in 2 other combiner parts as well to make the actual feet. So this is pretty much a leg, or at least a calf, basically. So how Kang Toys operates is that they will basically break up a combiner by the literal, like, body part. So now we're going to be waiting on Scorn and Grimlock, but also 2 other Dinobots that will form the feet, or the shoes, basically. And they are going to be Ankylosaurs. Yeah, so they're going to be Ankylosaurs. Now, there's another Dinobot combiner team that's coming out. And this one is done by New Age. Now, I have the New Age Grimlock. They're small. They are small little guys, but very detailed and very posable. So, this one here, where the hands turn to, spiders. Spiders. Which is the opposite of their Predaking, which their hands turned into crabs. But yeah, for Volcanicus, the hands turn into spiders. Because they got to do something with them. So this one is part of their. Now this one kind of came out of nowhere. So this one is Typhon. So Typhon is kind of like a unique character, as in like this is pretty much like their original character that they made. So Typhon is, to my knowledge, he never shows up in the fiction. So the closest that we got to is Scar from the IDW comics. And what Typhon turns into is that he turns into a Ankylosaur. A G1-ified 80s style Ankylosaur. Now, he's not accurate in the slightest, but he really does fit in with all the other Dinobots from that time period. Yeah, I love the Ankylosaur. So what he turns into is that, so Typhon here turns into the Combiner, basically. So all that you see here, the torso-wise, the leg-wise, and all this right here, this is Typhon. So what you do here is that you kind of more or less configure their already previous release figures into limbs. And Grimlock, you just kind of just sit him. The one that kind of gets the short end of the stick, or I should say just really just the shit end of the stick, is poor Swoop. So like all the others, they turn into body parts, basically. So Slag, the Triceratops, turns into an arm. Snarl, the Stegosaurus, turns into a leg. Sludge, the Brontosaurus, turns into another leg. And then Typhon does the work here. So Typhon does most, if not all, of the work here. And poor Swoop, you just slide him on, like on a rail. You just slide him on there, and that's it. You don't take off the wings, and they become wings for the combiner mode. No, you just tape him on, and then you're fine. Yeah, poor Swoop just kind of gets the shit in. Grimlock just, what he really does is that he just kind of sits there and you just kind of origami his legs. That's it. And he's just kind of poking out there. Like a fat neighbor just poking his head out of the window. Now, I wish they did something with his tail, because his tail is just sticking out. Feels like they could have had Swoopy like, no, they really could, because that's what Kang Toys is doing with their Dinobot combiners. right? So that's what they're doing with their Dinobot combiners, is that they're turning Swoop into both an arm and a wing pack. But Typhon here, not so much. So with this version of Typhon, you have several different flavors. So I should kind of go over these. So Typhon here, so this is Typhon in the shattered glass coloring. So evil variants of the Dinobots. I do like this head though, because it's very reminiscent of the Dragon Zord. If not, I think that's what it's based off of, is the Dragon Zord Warrior mode from Power Rangers. Which, he looks really good in the Shattered Glass colors. So, if you don't know what Shattered Glass is a alternative universe where everything is turned around. So, Autobots are the bad guys, and Decepticons are the good guys. So, Starscream is not a cowardly backstabber. He is a patriotic, loyal, courageous second in command to the Decepticons. Where Megatron is a kind-hearted, wise and noble leader. And Optimus Prime is just Satan incarnate. And I believe for some weird reason, Grimlock talks in a German accent. I think it's either Grimlock or it's Blur or Perceptor that talks in a German accent in the comics. It's weird. And then for the Shattered Glass Dinobots, they're all kind of the same. Grimlock is colored in Triptychon colors. They kind of alter the heads for Swoop and Sludge. For Swoop, they kind of based his head a little bit on an Azdarkid, so a Quetzalcoatlus. And then Sludge, they just gave him a bump on the head and called him a Brachiosaur. But that looks really cool. Yeah, you can see right there. They just kind of gave him a little head crest and said, okay, there you go. It's a Brachio. And so this one is based off of the original Marvel comic colors, which also looks really good. I love how crisp he looks. I love this too. So in the comics, Grimlock becomes leader of the Autobots. So after Optimus Prime dies in the comics, Grimlock is the one who becomes leader after beating the shit out of Triptychon, which is a Godzilla-sized transformer. Grimlock beat the shit out of him and said, yeah, since I just beat the shit out of Godzilla, I am now the leader of the Autobots. Oh, by the way, Grimlock's smart in the comics. And he 100% let the power go to his head. He 100% let the powers go to his fucking head. But that looks really good, though. Now, this one is based more or less off of the original toys. So, like, the original toys from the 80s. And just, look, black and gold. Oh, that looks so good. Black and gold looks so good. And then he's got, like, the clear whiskey colored headpiece for the Ankylosaurus mode. Not digging the head for the combiner mode, but like this looks fine. So the one that I have, so I do have their Grimlock, but I do have this one. So this is G2 colors. So G2 was basically a time period in the 90s where Transformers didn't know what they wanted to do. So they made a line called Generation 2, which had like a lot of weird, funky, goofy-ass colors. Like the Combaticons were like military combiners. And they had like weird, funky camo print. And they were weird. But here, this one doesn't look bad. I do have their Grimlock. So right there. I don't think I'll be getting this set just because it's not my thing. Not really a fan of it. Except for maybe the Shattered Glass just because of like, that looks really good. Like, that looks really, really sick. But, like, outside of that, not so much. Okay. So. Okay, so. Now we're gonna move on to some. We're gonna watch some Gundam lore. Yeah, we're gonna watch some Gundam lore. But first, let me go get something to eat real quick, and then we'll watch some Gundam lore when we get back. All right, chat. Okay. It might be a little bit of a shorter stream just because I do have a headache. I think me yelling about stuff like that just made it a little bit worse. No, like we're still gonna do like 3 hours. Like we are at the bare minimum. We are gonna do about 3 hours. So like I'm not gonna end it like just now. You know what I mean? But yeah. So let's go ahead and because we want to watch some stuff about Gundam lore. Let me see here. Plus, this is not going to be that long. Yeah, this video won't be that long. It's like 16 minutes. All right, fit the screen. All right. Okay, so this is about the Jaburo attack. All right, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Jaburo, or Jaburo as it's also pronounced, was the Federation's headquarters during the One-Year War. So, obviously, it was one of Zeon's priority targets. But taking it out wasn't gonna be so easy.
Yeah, because this was like a major turning point of the war.
Underground in the Amazon basin in South America, and it was so deep even that it was believed not even nukes could damage it. The only real way to get...
Yeah, so basically, for those who aren't like Gundam aficionados and stuff like that, so basically the whole Jaburo base or Jaburo base is essentially like the whole siege on Jaburo was kind of like a turning point of the One-Year War, and it was a turning point towards not towards Zeon, I can tell you that. After this whole thing right here, yeah, no, Zeon was not having a good day.
In was through one of the main gates, like we see in the anime when the White Base arrived at Jaburo. The problem for Zeon, though, was that despite knowing the general location of the base itself, the entrances were top secret, very well hidden, and extremely fortified. This was then one of the reasons for Operation British.
So basically with Operation British was that, so what Zeon wanted to do, and they wanted to use Operation British as a message. And their message was that we do not want to be ruled over by Earth people, basically. Yeah, basically it was Zeon's D-Day, essentially. Yeah, it was essentially like not a good time for Zeon, but it was a major turning point for the Federation. Now, with Operation British, is that it was essentially the tipping point of the war. So basically what they wanted to do was that Zeon wanted to send a message to the Earth Federation in that, I think they were called Space Noids. I think that's what they call themselves. But basically people who live in the colonies do not want to be governed by people on Earth. And so what they did was that to send their message across, they went ahead and gassed an entire an entire colony, and then dropped the colony on Jaburo. But that didn't turn out well, and this colony dropped on Australia. Which, in hindsight, also caused significant amounts of, like, damages to just the Earth itself for years after the events of Operation British.
Conventional assault would have been extremely costly, and it would have also been an extremely big gamble. But
Space Noids, yeah.
They did know the general location of the base. They decided that they'd just drop a colony onto it, which is then how we got the opening shots for the One-Year War. Zeon manages to secure a colony for the drop, and the Federation desperately fights to prevent them from dropping it. They don't.
Yeah, because like Jaburo is like a key essential base for the Feddies.
The colony off course, causing it to hit Australia instead of Jaburo. And while this definitely sucked for the Aussies, it allowed the Federation to live on and fight.
You know the funny thing though, chat, is that look. look, they might have dropped a space colony on fucking Melbourne, Australia, but the emu still won in the end. Let's be honest here. Emu still won in the end.
Another day. And after nukes and colony drops are outlawed, it also forced Xeon to come up with a different plan. And we all know how this one played out. After discovering
Yeah, so basically Xeon pretty much got bodied so hard into when they went to go attack Jabro, because like basically Xeon was throwing not only Zaku's but also highly experimental mobile suits at Jabro. You know what was also waiting for them at Jabro? The fucking Gundams. The fucking Gundams. Like, several, like, Gundams were waiting for them. And it was like... It was that meme of, like, it was at this moment that they knew. They fucked up.
one of their top secret entries, Shar Aznable scraped together whatever forces he could, and then launched a hurried, full frontal assault on Jabro, which then ends in a complete disaster for the Xeon forces. Their airborne
Yeah,
jets
they
were
get
welcomed with a
fucking
heavy anti-air
spanked.
barrage, taking out many of their mobile suits before they even got to the ground. And the ones that did make it would then have to face heavy artillery fire, several high-performance
Yep, there we go.
prototypes, and the Federation's brand new mass production unit,
In the gym.
the RGM-79 Gym A-Type.
Like, this was not a good day for Xeon.
Into Jabro, but the only thing they found there was an early grave. However, it didn't have to be this way, because before Shar jumped the gun, Xeon was preparing for a very different attack. Rather than taking Jabro's defenses head-on, they were going to launch an underground surprise attack with teams consisting of purpose-built mobile suits. The EMS-05
Oh, those are...
MSM-04G Juagu,
I
MSM-04...
love this little guy. Wait, hold up. You can't see it. But... Wait, where am I? Hang on. Actually, wait. Let me move YouTube Studio over to the other. I love the Juagu. I love this little elephant, little munchkin man.
N Agugai, and MSM-08 Zogok. So now, let's go over the characteristics and the plans for these very...
I love the
mobile
Juagu.
suits. First up, the Ag. Definitely the most interesting looking one of the four.
I want to know, how the fuck does this thing function? Like, in all honesty, how does this thing function? Like, we've got giant, like, what looks like giant drill bits. I don't know why it has these weird geared buzzsaw things going on. I'm assuming that's a jackhammer. Like, this thing is weird.
But perhaps also the most important one of the four.
The bottom right was in Unicorn? Yeah.
Being designed for
Yeah,
combat,
that one I do know. I've seen Unicorn.
tunnels that the other machines would be invading through.
Also, I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you guys. I'm so fucking glad they moved on from Unicorn. I'm so glad that Japan, or especially Bandai, has moved on from Unicorn. Thank fucking God. Hovercraft feet. Yeah, it does. It does have hovercraft feet, but like still it's a freaky little guy. But no, like honestly though, I'm very happy that they moved on from Unicorn.
So instead of weapons,
Because
we
they
have
milked
two
that
large
series for
solid
all
blades
it was
covered towards
worth.
the body, two large drills on the arms, and a laser torch on its snout.
Oh, it's a laser torch.
Around, it had two large hovering units for legs that consisted of 3 fans and 2 power supplies each, again contributing to its very unique appearance.
It
Some
kind of looks like a
could
mole.
also be outfitted with
Or a tick.
4-tube missile launchers. 1 could be installed on top of the head, and 2 more could be installed inside of the drill arms. But it is highly likely that not...
Because it reminds me of like
many
a
would
either like a
be
mole
bigger
or a
like this.
tick.
The offensive capabilities of the AK, whether it had the missile launchers or not, was virtually non-existent. It was officially designated as a mobile suit, but in reality, it was just a big digging machine.
I was gonna say, it looks more of like something I would call like a mobile armor rather than a mobile suit.
If anything, they would get in the way of its main purpose, which was digging. Which is then why the fighting was left to the other three machines, like the Zagok, a close combat.
The Zagok is really cool.
Very unique weapons that sources can't quite agree on, and this is especially the case with the 10 weapons installed on its head. In the original,
The fucking Zagok weapons are so fucking random. So you have like these extended rocket power punches, swords. I'm guessing, looking at the back of it, it has a Sturmfaust, and then you have 10 like boomerang knives just on its fucking noggin. It's so weird.
MSV book, these are called boomerang-style wide cutters. But
Yeah, so they're just
in
knives.
sources, this weapon would be split in two. It would have 10 boomerang cutters on the head, and then 10 wide cutters in the abdomen.
Wait, what?
Somewhere. And this
Yeah,
pattern
like,
would
where?
also be repeated in the manual of the high grade of the Unicorn version. Here it is mentioned that the weapons in its abdomen were replaced with extra cooling. But this is then despite the Unicorn version looking almost identical to the original MSV version.
Yeah, because I don't
But
see
yeah.
the weapons.
While those wide cutters are up for debate, the head-mounted boomerang cutters are fired by little built-in arms with enough power to penetrate even Gundarium alloy.
I love that so much.
Then have a unique extending mechanism, which was said to be able to extend over 20 meters. And to
Oh,
give
shit.
that long-distance punch some extra power, the entire hand was
Just imagine, like, okay,
punching.
just imagine you're a Gundam pilot, and this is what kills you.
With something
Not like a Zaku, not like a, you know, a really cool badass mobile suit, but this thing.
Cut fingertips that could easily penetrate the armor of enemy mobile suits. Also, despite their size, they could still use standard handheld weaponry, and they could even use their own boomerang cutters as a blade. And the thing
Well, yeah, because it's literally just like a giant boomerang knife.
Fingers the hands have. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5. As for the design of the mobile suit itself then, as you've probably guessed from the model number, it was a variant of the MSM-07 Zagok that was developed in parallel.
I do
But
love
while
the Zagok.
was an amphibious mobile suit focusing mainly on underwater combat, the Zagok
Can I just sit here and say, like, I love the Zagok's design. It kind of looks like, and it reminds me of a toad. I don't know why, but I always, whenever I look at the Zagok here, I just think of like a toad.
focused
Especially like
mainly
in
on
this
land
colors,
combat.
which, by the way, love this color. Love military color, but like still, it just reminds me of a toad.
And it
Yeah,
was
get fisted.
especially obvious from its backpack, which had standard thrusters to give it maximum performance on dry ground. The downside of this focus on land combat, though, was that its generator
But see, this is one of the reasons why
water
Xeon lost the
system
war.
that many of Xeon's
So this is one of the reasons why Xeon lost the war is that they focused way too much on pumping out highly experimental mobile suits and just shipping them out to the front line. And they would only give them to ace pilots. Well, the problem with that is that, well, there's a little thing called the Gundam. And the ace pilots, they like to, you know, when they see a Gundam, their life expectancy just went from, you know, maybe 50 years to like maybe just 2 seconds. And then they die. By the end of the war, they ran out of their ace pilots. So they started to give these experimental mobile suits to just novices who didn't even finish up academy.
other amphibious mobile
Or
suits
barely just got out of like the
make
training, like
output.
training academy.
And this wasn't one of the reasons
Like,
why it didn't have
Xeon by the end of the war was like, well, do you have 2 thumbs? Good. Here's a mobile suit.
built-in
Seek
beam
Xeon.
weaponry. The other one is supposedly that beam weapons were considered too flashy for a mobile suit that was meant for a stealth infiltration mission. During the UC 0090s, though, one Zagok was seen with a BR-87A beam rifle, but it must be noted here.
Too many
that
specialized
this
units that cost too much.
specific unit had a
Yeah, no,
specific
exactly. No, like
translate
that's like one of the biggest problems with Xeon is that like they focus way too many they focus their resources on having way too many like experimental mobile suits that cost way too much money. And the problem with the experimental mobile suits is that they were experimental for like a super specific niche role on the battlefield. Instead of just pretty much like what the Fetties did, which was just mass produce mobile suits for a war effort. I mean, like, granted, like the Xeon suits are really cool and all. Like, I really love how they have all this like really nice, almost organic texture, not a texture, like shapes and everything, like all these really nice curves and rounded areas and stuff like that. But you can also tell like they were also built specifically for one purpose on the battlefield. And they were given to just people who were highly specialized. And they just kept losing those specialized people or commanders. They were running out of commanders. And the ones that were still alive, well, they were either on distant places unknown, or they just fought
standard hand. So
because they saw the writing on the wall.
That a standard issue Zogok was able to use handheld beam weaponry as is. I'd say that it most likely wasn't able to do so. As for the color scheme then, in the original MSV book, we see two color schemes appearing.
Uh-oh.
A red and white one, and a...
Uh-oh. Hang on, chat. My OBS disconnected. Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for some weird reason, my OBS has decided that it wants to completely and utterly crash. And I do not know why. Hang on, let me check the stream on Twitch. See how that's looking like. Hang on, give me a second here, guys. Right now I'm just kind of like just moving around to see like what is it looking like. Okay, it's looking good. Okay. Or not. Well, we'll just continue on.
teal and green one. But
I think it's the
further explanation
I think what it is, chat, is that I
as to
think
what
it is the
these
weather
colors
that's outside right now.
So especially early on, it was really just up to the artist to use whichever color.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
Featuring two red Zogoks.
Like, I'm gonna be real. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, I get a visit from fucking Top Men or the Nintendo equivalent of the fucking Pinkertons.
Fighting the Gundam at Jawbro. So you can really decide for yourself what the deal with the color schemes is. Personally, I like to think that it was a similar situation as with the rigged Diasis. Originally, the red one was meant for Char and the green one meant for standard soldiers, but then the red just became de facto standard colors because people liked it so much.
I can see that.
The Zogok in close combat then was the Agugai, a development of the Ag guy.
That's so
that
weird.
Looks like it belongs in something that wouldn't be allowed on YouTube. All jokes aside, the Agugai was still very close to the Agai in terms of design.
I really love how fucking alien this stuff looks. I want to, I would love to be a fly on the wall for like Xeon's like developmental stuff and just figure out what is the process for them to come up with this horrific monstrosity.
And especially on the inside. In fact, it was originally described as an Agai that just got remodeled for the Jawbro capture operation. The head was made much bigger.
Like, it's so fucking weird.
Powerful compound eye, and it also got different weapons. As I just
Also, we're gonna go on an.
The large head got two built.
Okay, so we're on an ad break, so I'm going to pause this for everybody, so that way we can all be on the same page when we get back from the ad break. So we'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, guys. Alright. Welcome back from ad break, everybody. Alright, let us continue.
Vulcan guns, and the arms could be outfitted with either double heat rods or claws.
Also thinking for the
Heat
hydration.
rods were an improved version of those used by the Goof, and could
Yeah,
therefore
the
be used
Goof.
to either shock the enemy or slice him in half, and the claws were inspired by the iron nails of the Zagok. As for its overall performance then, the Agugai was described as having thick armor, but still being very agile, making it extremely deadly in close combat. Also, despite being classified as an amphibious mobile suit, it was more suited for combat in swamps and wetlands. And finally, we have
This
the
motherfucker.
the long-range support unit of the 4 that was also a development of the Agugai. And
I absolutely love this guy. Look at him. Just look at the damn thing. There's so many, like, design choices. I'm just like, why?
Agugai, despite
Just why?
initially looking quite different from the Agugai, the internals were actually still very similar. But of course, not quite as
Like,
similar
just
as
look at the
Agugai,
bastard.
because the Dragu did get some more radical changes to turn it into its long-range support role. It got a very pronounced exhaust trunk on the face.
Yeah,
and
okay.
body.
So why, who thought, like, oh yes, for our mobile suit, let's just give it a weird exhaust proboscis. Like, yeah, that totally, there's so many things I'm just like, why? Like, why would you have this right here? These vents, or no, these are cannons. Why would you have these cannons next to the exhaust vent, which clearly bumps into it? So if you're shooting it, it's going to probably destroy, actually no, it will destroy the exhaust vent. This will probably, I don't know like how well that's gonna hold up, but like it could probably melt the fucking trunk
Heavier weapons.
because it's all
It got
laser.
4 megaparticle cannons, and on the arms, it got 2 triple-barreled 320mm rocket launchers, which were also strong enough to tank a beam saber attack, and could even be used as improvised melee weapons.
Yeah, so like this thing has big old slapping arms to slap a bitch.
But if the mission called for it, the rocket launchers could also be replaced with more standard forearms.
No. That is a sin. That is a sin for this thing to have a normal weapon and carry a knife. That is a sin. No, it needs the big old slapper hands.
MSV book claims that these are Zagok forearms, but the arm that we see in the illustration is almost completely different. The only similar thing is the hand. But yeah, as with the Agugai then, despite being classified
No,
as a unit,
that's better. Just there's so many things I'm just like, why? Why do you have this? Why is this here? Why? But I don't care. I love this little guy.
mainly suited for combat in swamps and marshes, with the High Grades manual even going one step further. It says that it was basically a land combat mobile suit that could simply travel underwater to get to its destination. And for attacking a base like Jawbro, that does sound perfect. But while these were the 4 mobile suits that were going to attack Jawbro according to the original MSV book, 3 decades later, MSVR added a 5th machine to the roster.
What the hell is this?
The EMS-05F Azok, a development of the EMS-05 AG that was mainly meant to provide logistical support during the attack. Like the AG, its mobility was less than ideal,
So-
making it a poor match for enemy mobile suits, but it did pack quite some weapons to make it a very effective tool against vehicles and buildings. It had 4 Vulcan guns on the head and a weapon pod on each arm. These contained a megaparticle cannon, a flamethrower, and 4 missile launchers each.
God, this is why I love things like Gundam and Zoids. This is so nonsensical, and I love it. This is something you would see out of, like, Warhammer 40k. Just like, oh yeah, like, what kind of weapons do you want in this pod? Yes. Just, Yes.
With these launchers being capable of firing surface-to-surface missiles, underwater missiles, and small torpedoes. Other weapons were also considered for the pods, but given its role and rushed development, these weapons were considered to be the best. And if the situation
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's nightmare fuel.
Anti-mobile suit mine excavators. These giant things looked extremely intimidating, but the 3 claws and 2 dozer blades weren't meant for combat. Instead,
Wait, what do you mean by
they were breaking
Tarbosaurus?
out buried mines, particularly those meant for use against mobile suits, something that Jawbro probably had a lot of. Also, they had a small mono-eye on the side to better survey the work area. As for
I don't get
Jawbro,
I don't get
just
it.
like all of the other machines in this video, it was amphibious enough. It could get to Jawbro, and it could fight in rivers if need be, but that was about it. Originally, Xeon wanted 30 of these machines to participate in the attack, but only 8 machines were ever completed, and these were only completed by cannibalizing the axe production. Some Azoks were supposedly sent out to units in the field.
I feel like you could just like I feel like you could just punt this thing. I'm not gonna lie.
But it's largely believed that they never saw any action, with surviving units being seized by the Federation after the war. So, their plan of attack seems to have been pretty straightforward. Thanks to the digging capabilities of the AK, they would drill their way into Jawbro, with different teams probably taking different approaches. This would allow them to take the Federation by surprise.
I mean, maybe I might be.
Give them the opportunity to destroy a lot of important assets before the Federation even knew what hit them. And with this momentum, they would be able to conquer the entire base, winning the war for Xeon. Or
Yeah.
so they hoped, because
Yeah, with the fucking Munchkin Guild over here. Actually, let's take a look at that. Yeah, you're gonna be conquering a base with the fucking Munchkin squad here.
the war for Xeon. Or so they hoped, because I'm sure you can see some problems with this master plan of theirs. With the main one being time. The Battle of Jawbro happened on November 30th, and by this time, all 5 machines had been completed, with a few units even being produced. But due to
Also, that's so
reasons,
weird to see a
almost
goof
none of them
without
actually
the antenna.
participated in the attack. But so, mass production was seemingly around the corner. So far, so good. What was also around the corner, though, was the Federation's big push
was the
into
gem.
North America. By this time, Europe was pretty much retaken, Asia and Africa were falling, and the tide was also turning in Australia. By December the 5th then, Federation troops were in North America, and on December 15th, California base itself fell. And while in our new timeline, the Battle of Jawbro doesn't happen on November the 30th, the other dates aren't really gonna change that much. They might be off by a few days now, but they're still roughly gonna be the same. Realistically speaking, Xeon only has a few days, or like a week at max, to pump out these amphibious units and get them en route to Jawbro before the Federation is beginning their own massive attack.
Like, so, to put in perspective, everything that's been going on in the original Mobile Suit Gundam anime series, right? So we're talking about like the original Granddaddy like Gundam series. All of this stuff happened in the course of a year. Like, a lot of the stuff has happened over the course of a year. So you have to understand like just how insanely short amount of time just a lot of the stuff is, like pumping out these 5 mobile suits with plans of having them all in production under a year. Like, that is crazy.
And then you gotta take into account the time that it'll take for them to get from California to the Amazon region, undetected, plus the time that it'll take for them to drill into the base.
Like every single day in this war, like, counted. Just because of, again, just how short a year is only 12 months. I mean, like, yeah, sure, like, oh, it's only 12 months. No, really, like, if you really want to look at it that way, that's short. That is a short period of time.
Xeon fashion, it feels like too little, too late. So yeah, even though in the beginning I said that Char jumped the gun, his attack on Jawbro might very well have been the last possible moment that an attack on Jawbro had a chance at success. By the time the Ag and friends would have been ready to get digging,
I love that, the
probably
Ag and
would have been
friends.
used in the Defense of California base instead. But yeah, that has been all for this video on the original Jawbro capture plan, which was suggested to me by CH Heinrich 8486 as a question of the week, but I decided to turn it into a regular video instead. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters.
Yeah, like give this guy a follow. So his name is let me see here. Let me see. His name is Kakarot 197. Like, give this guy a follow. Okay. So let me think here, because what should we watch now? Like, what should we watch? Like, let me see here. What can we watch in the meantime? Let's see here. What are you guys in the mood to watch? Exactly. Like, what do you guys... What is chat in the mood for? Like, what are you guys in the mood to watch? Do we want to watch more... Do we want to watch more stuff about Gundam? Do we want to watch some spooky stuff? Like, what are we in the mood for? Let's see here. Yeah, because, like, let me see here. Okay. Hard choice. Yeah, no, like, because I know, like, it's spooky season and all that kind of stuff. We could watch some horror stuff. We could watch some horror stuff. You know what, actually? Let me see here. Spooky dino season. Yeah, but there's not really, like, a whole lot of, like, spooky dinosaur related stuff, though. That's the thing. I was gonna say, like, now if there was, like, you know what, actually, let me see here. So that's compilations. Hang on. There was a fan thing that was recently released. What is it called? I was gonna say, what is it called? You know what? Let me see here. Give me a second for the name. Okay, yeah. In the meantime, let me see if I can find something for us to watch. Yeah, give me a second for... Okay. Also, chat, so while... Hang on, let me see here. So, something I wanted to bring up So it's called Cleanup Crew. Okay, yeah. So what? So speaking of like Jurassic Park stuff, I think I found a. So I bought a figure that I'm like, kind of like I like it, but I'm also kind of disappointed in. So hang on, let me see if I can. We're gonna have a quick little show and tell time. Hang on, I'm gonna screw in my camera stand. Yeah, give me a minute here, guys. Yeah, so I bought a figure from the Hammond collection. Yeah, no, the other day. And I bought the Hammond collection Troodon. And I like it. I like it and all, but I'm just kind of stumped on it just because of just like. Let me see here real quick. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on it too, just because like. Also, you guys get to see my Shy Lily desk mat. You get to see my wonderful Shy Lily desk mat. So if my camera would like to cooperate for 10 minutes, thank you. Yeah, so I'm kind of mixed on it. Like, on a whole, it's not bad. Like, as a figure, it's not entirely bad, right? Oh, wait, hang on, where am I at? There I am. Yeah, so on the whole, it's not bad. Like, it's not a bad figure. It's more of less just like, what is it trying to be based off of? Because like, I know it's like a Telltale thing. Like, it's from the Telltale games. But at the same time, it's also in the same style format as like, you know, the movies. And the other thing that I wish this thing had, right? So the other thing I wish this thing had was like a bendy wire in the neck. Because like of course you get like the bendy wire in the tail, which is fine. But then you have like just this because like the neck is almost about as long as the tail. And you get this really, really stiff ass looking neck that really doesn't look good because there's no bendy wire. Unless if it's craned up like that. But yeah, for the most part, like, I don't know what it's supposed to be based on. Because it's like a weird mix of the two. It feels like it's a weird mix of the two when it really shouldn't. Definitely not the Telltale Troodon, but I agree it should have had a better neck. Yeah, so like if they would have just like spent the money a little bit just to get like a bit of a bendy wire for the neck, then this thing would have been fine, right? This thing would have been fine. I would say though, in terms of like all of my Hammond collection figures, it's probably, I will say it's probably gonna have to go on the lower end of the list. So it's gonna probably have to go there next to my Gallimimus. Yeah, so it's probably gonna have to go there next to my Gallimimus as like my least favorite Hammond collection figure. And that's not saying. See, I've seen repaints being based on the Telltale, which gives it justice. Yeah, that's what I've seen too. But also, chat. So while I was like digging around and doing a little bit of like fall cleaning, I guess, I came across some cards that I haven't opened in nearly, I want to say 3 years or so, 2 or 3 years. So I got these from Kira Raptor Girl's like little community giveaway thing that she did a while back. So I have all of these Pokemon cards. Right, so I have all these Pokemon cards that I'm gonna open up on stream towards Halloween. Like, this is a lot of cards. I don't know what I'll be doing with them, though, because I don't collect cards. right? So I mean, like, I don't collect cards and all that, but that's like, let me see. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 packs. That's 20 fucking packs. Right there. Like, that's a little nuts. So, yeah, no, we're going to be opening up some cards here soon. Like, we're going to be opening up some cards here soon. I just wanted to show this off because it's been kind of puzzling me. Like, it's not a bad figure, like, detail-wise. It's not bad, but there's some choices that they made that left me kind of scratching my head. Because clearly it's supposed to be the Telltale Troodon just by the color scheme. The weird, like, dead, almost blind looking eyes. And even on the bio, it says, like, it has a venomous bite, which is a reference to the Telltale games. But also, what's even weirder for this figure is that on the box art, it is just a very poorly photoshopped tiger raptor with some quills on it. Weirdest shit I have ever seen. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I would say, like, this figure is, like, kind of stuck in limbo because, again, I don't think even the designers of this toy knew what they were wanting to base this off of. It's like a weird little oddity that I was, like, on the fence about, right? Like, I was very, very, very much on the fence about, like, do I want to get it? Do I not want to get it? And then the more I saw reviews of it, the more I saw like, in-hand images of this little guy. I saw him in stores, too. That's the other thing. Like, I saw him in stores. And Hammond Collection figures in my area, they go out quick, man. Or hell, like, just JP toys in general in my neck of the woods, they go out quick. I think I've seen the Distortus Rex, I think maybe 2 or 3 times, and it got sold out. Like, so quick. Like, I'm finding out that the Distortus Rex is such a hard toy to find. Or at least in my area. So, yeah, it's its own weird little thing. I really like it just because of the fact that it is so bizarre. Like, it's such a bizarre little oddity that I can't help but to love the little guy. Funny enough, I see it, especially the remote control one. I haven't seen that one. I have only seen, like, in terms of, like, I guess, like, hard to find ones is, like, the multi-pack that has, like, the Spino in it. Like, some people are saying that's hard to find, but I've been finding that thing all over the place where I live. But yeah, it makes me wonder with the Hammond Collection is that what exactly they're going to be doing. Because, like, so in terms of the Hammond Collection, they only have, like, I think one other big carnivore, and that's the Indominus. But for whatever reason it may be, they have been absolutely matrix dodging the hybrids for a very long time. And and the thing's, like, I really, 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 really want, like, a proper Indominus Rex, right? I really, 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 really do. And the thing is, like, I found a toy company that is willing to do it. So I found a company called Yayos Toys, and they seem to be so what they seem to be doing is that they seem to be taking older, or not older, but, like, pretty much Edel Toys' designs, like their CAD designs and all that kind of stuff, right? And they seem to be reproducing Edel Toys' stuff. Like they bought the CAD models, or they scanned some of the toys that they bought off of Edel and make their own. Now, the really cool thing about them is that they're also making like their own stuff. And that being a Hammond Collection scaled Ultimasaurus. Like an Ultimate Collection, a Hammond Collection scale Ultimasaurus. But I really want like a proper Indominus. But the problem with Yayos Toys is that with Yayos is that they they come from Mexico and it's pretty much English second language. It's ESL over there, so it's a little bit of finagling, but also a lot of, if not all of a lot of their figures are 3D printed in resin, which is very fragile. But at the same time, you pay for the quality, and you also pay for just how beautiful these things are. Like, they are stunning. And they cost a little bit, but at the same time, they also include painting and shipping. So I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna be flat out honest. I'm not sponsored by Yayos. I just really kind of like them. So I don't know. I might reach out to them for an Indominus. Because, like, I like the Nanmu. And don't get me wrong, I do like the Nanmu Indominus. But I want an Indominus to go with my other carnivores. So, like, on my desk over here, I'm looking at my desk, and I can see all of, like, the big major carnivores from Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, right? And I can see things like the T-Rex, the Spino, the Giga, like all that kind of stuff, right? So I kind of want like an Indominus Rex in that scale, just so that way it looks nice on the shelf. I mean, like, I'm also, like, not one to really give a flying ass about, like, size accuracy. It's also one of the reasons why I never got the whole big push from things like Hasbro. Yeah, like, the whole big push from, like, Hasbro to be, like, everything must be size accurate, everything must be accurate to how it was in the cartoon, blah, 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 blah. But no, like, when it comes to, like, the Indominus Rex, I kind of just want, like, a big Indominus that I can just kind of pose and put on a shelf and go, oh, this is kind of pretty. I like this. I do like this. But, let me see here. Let me see here real quick, guys. But yeah, that's kind of like my little tangent about like collecting dinosaurs and stuff like that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with Nanmu. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Hi, how you doing, producer? How you doing? But yeah, no, like, nothing wrong with it, but it's just more or less just like, I just want a bigger dino. Just sometimes, like, especially like when it comes to like dinosaur toys, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes bigger is better. Scorpius Rex is one of the ones I would like to see. I would like to see the Scorpius Rex too, but I can tell you straight up, I don't think Mattel is going to touch Camp Cretaceous. I do not think so. It will be a snowball's chance in hell for that. How you doing, Senpai? I know you. Because I think you follow the Velociraptor twins, don't you? Finally get to catch one of your streams properly. How are you in chat? We're doing good. We're doing good. Hates mobile for no, you're fine. Yeah, I'm their mom. Yeah, I know who you are. No, we're doing good. Like we're kind of like winding down for the night, just because like I do have a bit of a migraine because I hadn't eaten all day and I haven't really properly slept, so that's probably why. Because I've only eaten like once a day, like once today, like proper food wise. But no, I'm doing good. Like right now we're just kind of talking about like dinosaur toys and stuff like that. Yeah, no, I'll eat and rest. Don't worry about it, because I'm actually about to wrap it up here. But no, like I'm glad that you actually got to stop by and like check everything out. No, we're just talking about like collecting dinosaur stuff because, well, that's kind of the thing here. But yeah, no, you missed me crashing the ever-loving fuck out about Pokemon earlier, Senpai. I think I also got a little bit of a headache from actually like crashing the fuck out. Yes, LK. In the meantime, I'm gonna find someone for us to raid, because dinosaur stuff. What about dinosaur Zoid models? Do you hear about Iran? If it's a political thing, LK, we don't talk about that here. I'm a stop you right there, buddy. If it's about politics, no, we don't talk about that here. Let's see here. What about those dinosaur? Oh yeah, crash outs. Yeah, I was so upset about like the whole Pokemon stuff. In terms of dinosaur Zoid models, which ones? Like, are we talking about like ones that just got announced? Try again, LK. Try again. You get a little slow clap for that one, but try again. But yeah, no, like what dinosaur Zoid models are you wanting to know about? The remake of the models, they have YAMs. Yeah. So those are part of the AZ Zoid line. So what those are basically, I think they're called the anniversary Zoid models. But essentially, what they are is that they are more or less modern day updates of the old wind up kits. Now there are things like the collab kits that are coming out that are going to be battery powered and stuff like that. There's going to be a Zoid Evangelion crossover where they're going to use the Xenorex as basis for a Evangelion crossover Zoid. Yeah. So nope, that is definitely not who we're going to be rating. No, that is definitely not who we're going to be rating. Fuck that shit. See, no, on top. Especially if it's a streamer. Yeah, no, like as soon as I hear, like, because being in the military, as soon as I hear like that kind of stuff, it's like, nope, we are not gonna do that shit. We are not doing that shit here. But yeah, no, like I get you though. Okay, so let me actually pull these up real quick for you. Yeah, let me pull these up quick for you real quick. So let me pull up the Zoid kits here real quick. So we have things like the AZ Genosaur, which is a remake of the old battery operated Genosaur model kit. Then we have, let me see if I can find the Xenorex kits that are going to be released. Here we go. So, here we go. Now, you can't find these on... I think you can find these on HLJ, but we're just going to pull them out here for right now. Okay, so Senpai wants to know about the dinosaur models that are coming out. So, ooh, that's definitely not it. There we go. Okay, so there we go, much better. So, oh, hang on. There we go. So, what we have here is that this is the so what this is right here is the Ava unit 01 Ava 01 Xenorex. So this is basically just like a Xenorex kit, but with the Evangelion unit head on it, and also weapons, and also the plug, like the little capsule plug from the anime. Yeah, so this one Senpai is going to be coming out in April of 2026, and it's going to come out for about $65. This is on Hobby Link Japan, or not Hobby Link Japan, Big Bad Toy Store. Because there's also this one. So this one's done in Asuka's color. So what this one is that it's pretty much the same thing, except this one's done in Asuka's unit. Yeah, no, like Big Bad Toy Store is actually a pretty decent place to get like Zoid models that you can't find on other sites. And that does actually kind of happen from time to time, where you will find Zoid models on here that you can't find on like Hobby Link Japan. And this one's also going to be coming out in April, and it's going to go for about $65. Now, this one is something that I've been kind of eyeballing myself. So this is the AZ Genosaur. Part of the AZ line. So this is basically just a remake, essentially just a remake of an older kit, more or less. But yeah, so basically it is a remake of the old battery operated kit. And what is really cool about it is that it does come with the so you can actually kind of take off the armor for the Zoid. You just kind of have like a naked Rex. What's also really cool about it is that it does come with let me see if I can find it real quick. Here we go. So you can have either the generic pilot, or you can have Raven. Yeah, so you can either have Raven or the generic pilot. And what's really cool is that you can also swap out the head-mounted laser cannon on his head. So you can either have the shorter double-barreled, or you can have the more anime-accurate, longer, almost like triple-barreled. And it pretty much, so what it will do is that it will walk, and then it will also fire up the charged particle cannon. The lights in the mouth light up. It's really cool. And then I do believe that the arms are posable, unlike the original model kit. And like the original model kit, it is snapped together, so you can actually just pluck these off the runners. Basically, it's just a modern revamp of the older kit, but it is a lot pricier on Big Bad. So it's about $129, as opposed to Hobby Link Japan, where it was about $100. And then if that's not enough, they also have the Geno Breaker, which is going for about nearly $200. So with the Geno Breaker, it's pretty much the same thing as your Genosaur, but the only thing is that it does come with the Crusher Claws and the giant horn. And also these shock cannons. All of my money. The other thing, though, is that The Geno Breaker does come with Raven, but also comes with Shadow. Both regular and him deploying out his wings. And by the looks of it, it does look like these are also just revamps of like the original like little mini figure that you get from the original model kit. So it's just like a straight up revamp of the original kit. What's also really cool though about this is that you can also make a red Genosaur from the Geno Breaker, because it is basically just a red Genosaur but with different parts. And this little bastard is coming out in June of next year. So if you want a Genosaur or a Geno Breaker from Big Bad Toy Store, you have plenty of time to save up. It is going to cost a little bit more. Now, the other thing, though, is that they do have other Zoids that are not showing up on Hobbylink Japan. The other one, let me see here. So it's this one. Yeah, so it's this one. So the other one is going to, why must you make me spend my Yu-Gi-Oh! Blood money? I mean, like, look, you get a Liger Zero, but this Liger Zero is red and gold. But this one's also the AZ Imperial Liger Zero. So this is basically basically what the Liger Zero was originally going to look like. Hey Dragon, how you doing? But yeah, so this is what the Liger Zero was originally going to look like. Because according to the battle story is that the Liger Zero was originally going to be an Imperial Zoid along with the Berserk Fuhrer, because they are actually companion pieces. So these are basically sister units where the Berserk Fuhrer stayed with the Imperial side. The Liger Zero was stolen and got turned into a Republican Zoid and swapped out gold, red, and chocolate brown to just black and white. And yeah, no, like this looks really, really good, because with the Imperial Liger Zero, that means the Liger Zero X armor is not too far behind. Let's see here. So we went over that. This one is also coming out as well. So this here is the Hellcat Triol variant. So basically what this is that this is based off of one episode of the anime where Van Flyheit meets a kid and his Hellcat Zoid. So what happens though is that at the end of the spoiler for nearly a 30-year-old anime series, but basically what happens is that he finds out that the kid is actually a ghost. He died. Yeah, the Imperial Army killed a kid, and that's his ghost. And this Zoid is also a ghost. So it's really, really cool that we get this particular Hellcat variant. And it's also really cool that it comes with cannons, because we never see it with any form of weaponry. But yeah, it's a dead kid piloting a dead Zoid. Oh, you gotta love it sometimes. Like, Zoids as an anime, like Chaotic Century as an anime, you kind of realize just how many times the Imperial and the Republican Army just have no qualms at shooting a kid. There are so many scenes where they are either shooting at the kids, or they're threatening to shoot them, or pointing guns at them. Like, it's... You kind of forget about that. Now, if you want a dinosaur Zoid that I do recommend to people, let me pull them up real quick. Let me pull up a couple of them. Like, if you are just getting into Zoids and you want, like, a little dinosaur. I mean, okay, so this one's out of stock, but I'm just going to use it as an example. Right? I'm going to use this as an example. Or, you know, if you want to wait and pony up the cash, here you go. So... one of the Zoids that I do highly recommend to people is this little guy. So this is like the Zoid. Oh, finally someone actually redeems it. There we go. It's my Zoid's outfit. Hang on. There we go. But yeah. So basically what it is that this is the Rev Raptor. This is the HMM Rev Raptor. This is like the Zoid I recommend to people. Yeah, you gotta get in regulations attire, exactly. So the Rev Raptor is a very small little Zoid. It's a small little raptor, not very big, not very complex. Very pointy though, very sharp and very pointy. But with what you get at the end of it is a really good little Zoid. Like, it's a very, very good little Zoid. Personally, I really love it. No polycap, so there's no sagging. It is on the brittle side, I will say. It is very much on the brittle side, but if you ignore all of that, what you get is actually like a very solid little dinosaur. Very, very detailed, very poseable, very sturdy. Like, it's not bad. It is definitely not bad. It is a very fun build. I will say this is actually the very first Zoid that made me draw blood. Because it is that sharp. But no, it's a very fun little build. And then there are two other variants of this little guy. So there is what is known as the Raven Raptor, which is basically the same little guy, except he's in midnight blue color. And he comes with that pile bunker weapon. Let me see if Big Bad has it on here. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't think they do. No, I don't think so. No, they don't. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna have to kind of use our imagination here for this one. I have to paint you guys a little picture about this little guy. Yeah. Okay. So basically, the Raven Raptor just looks like this, except it's midnight blue and like black, I guess. And it comes with this pile bunker weapon. Now, there's another one. It's called the Night Patrol Raptor, which is bright purple, black, and then gold. And then this comes in beautiful, beautiful chrome paint. Or chrome plastic, I should say. Another one is also my go-to Zoid, is this little guy. So this is the Gun Sniper. And also, like what my little bot here says, is that I am an affiliate with Hobby Link Japan, so you can actually get Zoids through my referral link to Hobby Link Japan. They have a wide variety of Zoids to choose from. Now, this here, I will say, is like my go-to Zoid. Like, I know I said that with the Rev Raptor, but this one is definitely like my go-to Zoid for like newbies. And also Senpai, the twins might also like this one too, because, you know, Raptor. But yeah, so this one you get a basic standard gun sniper, but you can also, so this right here. But also you can have it in the Wild Weasel configuration, which is this big hulking piece of machinery with the interchangeable little handguns. Yeah, I think they'll love them. Yeah, no, they absolutely will. I will say, though, it does have polycap, so it will kind of sag over time, but what you get, though, it's well worth it. I think they'll love it. If you can find one. And this one, so this one's a newer Zoid, but so this is a newer Zoid, but so this is part of the RMZ line. So basically more of a manageable priced Zoid model kit line. So it's a model kit line that's not going to break your bank. Well, it's going to break your bank on Big Bad Toy Store, but not on Hobby Link Japan, though. Look, I'm an affiliate with them, and that's my dream sponsorship. And God damn it, I'm gonna fucking plug them whenever I can. But yeah, so this here is the RMZ Raven Genosaur. I've built the regular Genosaur. It's not bad. It's not that bad. The twins will get a kick out of them just because, well, it's a T-Rex. And then 2, what you get when it's fully built, it's solid. It's a very, very solid little Zoid. And this one has a little bit of an improvement over the other release, is that it does come with the grapple arm. So I'm wondering if that means is that the not the articulation, but like the build quality for this is going to be a little bit better. And it does come with effect parts. So it does come with the blast effects for the pulse laser cannon. And then now this one's going to be purple. And I wish this came with the original variant, but it's going to come with a charged particle cannon effect. So it looks like it is charging up the charged particle cannon. Now, the only downside to this is that you do need to swap out the cannon if you want it either to move its mouth up and down or just have it displayed using the charged particle cannon. And like the other one that I showed you earlier, this one does come with a Raven and a Shadow minifigure. So this one is going to be coming out on April of next year for about $70. Now, if we go over to HobbyLink Japan, my sponsor, right? So my affiliation, they still have some of these Zoids here for sale, and you can get them for a little bit cheaper. But the cool thing about it is that you can also leave them stockpiling up in a private warehouse, so that way you can ship them out at a later date. So you can just only pay for that Zoid and then only just pay for the shipping at a later date. Just saying. Like I said, I'm an affiliate with them. This is my dream sponsor. And by God, am I gonna plug them whenever I can. But yeah, so that is basically all the Zoids. Oh, and then one more thing, and I think Senpai, you'll get a kick out of this one too. I have this. It's a big boy. But my God, I love this thing. I fucking love this thing. So this is the AZ Death Star. Yeah, this is a big boy. This is a very big boy. Yeah, so this here is the AZ Death Star. Love this thing. Such a good model kit to build. It's about the same size as its original counterpart, but it makes up for it in a lot of detailing and a little bit more posability than its original release. Oh, that was fun to build. Oh, that was fun to build. Wasn't mine, but we built it. It took so much paint. Yeah, no, like if you got the paint for it, like you can make this thing really, really sick looking. Now, this one I do love recommending to people because you get a big Zoid, you get a big dinosaur Zoid, but it just looks so fucking cool, man. It just, oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I want a Bloody Deathsaur variant. I really, really do. But yes. So, that being said, let's see here, took us 2 weeks to do everything. Oh, ooh, Senpai, I gotta see what it looks like. I have to see what it looks like when, like, after the stream. I don't know if you're in my server, but I demand pictures of your Deathsaur. That is the Kaiser's tithe right there, is that I demand pictures of your Deathsaur. Yeah, absolutely. But yes, so that is where we're gonna call it a day here, folks. Tomorrow, I know I said I was gonna be playing Monster Hunter, but because I fucking hate the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, we're gonna play Power World just out of spite. I'm not kidding you. I'm legitimately just gonna play Power World out of spite, just because I really want to stick it to the Pokemon Company. I really do. Like, I sometimes like being a spiteful motherfucker. It's fun that way. Yeah. No, like, no, honestly, Senpai, you could say fuck here. You could type fuck. Fuck Nintendo. I'm just gonna be honest here. Fuck Nintendo. I used to be a big Nintendo fan too. No, like, honestly, grew up with Pokemon. Grew up with it. Oh, that's a story for probably tomorrow, because it's a bit. It is a bit. But so we are gonna raid into Lumina Kira. We all love the unicorn here. But yes. So with that being said, everybody, yeah, fuck Nintendo. Copyright is a fucking mechanic. Like, bro, go fuck yourself. No, absolutely. No, absolutely. But yes, no, Senpai, then you're gonna love tomorrow then, because we're gonna be dogging on that company so fucking hard. But yes, everyone, I will catch you all later, and let's go say hi to Kira.